Folks, I came across a few very intelligent, what is called Gen Z kids, and they are born late 1990s, like 1997, 98, like that, and 2010, 2012, around that, till that period. They are called Gen Z kids. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. That's what they are called. They are very, very intelligent because they grew up with internet. They have smartphone, they have social media, they can, whatever they need, they can get any information they can get easily. And in fact, they don't have to even go to school to get all those knowledge. They feel that going to school is just a waste of time. Because whatever they have by going to school or whatever they learn going to school, they think that they can get from social media, various books, by talking to people, and so on. They have no interest in money-making careers because they see their parents, some of them, work from Monday to Friday like machines. Get up early morning, come late in the evening, and they have a lot of stress. They don't have any joy in their life. Sometimes the parents fight because they are unable to meet the demands of the life. More than that, not only monetary demands, but also emotional demands. They don't even have time to talk to each other. In some other cases, I've seen that they don't have a job. The parents, they don't have a job. They are being transferred from places to place, and the kids go along with them. They leave their friends. They have to make new friends. They find it very difficult after some time to make new friends. Then they ask the question, what is all this? What is the purpose of the life? But they are not ready to accept the purpose of life of religious faith. They think they're stupid because every religion has their own gods, their own way of worshipping. They think that they found God, but they also make a lot of junk behavior, like they fall prey to ladies, girls, and so on. And they make a lot of money. All these priests and so on, they make a lot of money. Gurus make a lot of money, but they don't believe what they say. They think it's all stupid. And they have no other alternative. Nobody to tell them what is the purpose of their life. They get in relationship with girls to boys. After some time they break up, and then they really feel sad. They feel that they have lost their life. And many of them commit suicide. They have that tendency because, for example, they love their grandmothers, grandfathers, though they don't even see their parents often. They love their grandparents and grandmothers, but after some time, they pass away, they die. After the death, they feel devastation because they are the only ones to whom they can connect to emotionally, but they are gone. If you talk to religious people, they say they have gone to the gods. They don't have the Gen Z kids, they don't have any such belief. Nobody to prove them that there is any God or any such thing. And they are not interested in making careers, money-making careers, because they don't like the way that their parents live. What will they do? What will you tell them? What is the purpose of life? In some cases, not leave alone these young kids, adolescent kids. Leave alone the normal middle-aged people, 40s and 50s or late 30s. They get into life, they work hard, and they pass flying colors in the school, and they get married with lots of hope, and after some time, family life becomes monotonous. They have the kids, they have to bring up their kids, and if they ask what is the purpose of life, no answer. They have no answer. Just be born, grow up, study, get into some career, get married, get children, bring them up. After some time you are old, die. What's going on? Why should one live this kind of life? They ask. Not only the young adolescent kids, but also many middle-aged people ask. Of course, for middle-aged people, they fall prey to this religious faith. They go to temple, but they know that they don't get any clear answer. What is the purpose of life? But they go because there is no other alternative. They don't hear why should one live from anybody. Nothing is satisfying the current generation of people, and sometimes they have a fight within the family. There is no love between husband and wife, and sometimes they have love, but the other people interfere, in-laws interfere, and then they spoil their life and so on. So is this life? Is this the purpose of life? Be born, just monotonous life, purposeless life, and die. What is the purpose of life? Let's see. That's what I'm going to talk about. In the previous video, I said that there is the look at the childhood, look at children. Then immediately you will say, you have been saying this for quite some time. But there is a very important truth, my dear friends, and you cannot get that from anywhere. You don't have to do meditation. You don't have to have any religious faith to understand what I've been saying. Look at the children, how happy they are, how joyful they are. In the previous video I was saying it's all because of golden light and so on. You don't have to. You don't have to believe what I'm saying about the golden light and all. That's what I see, but you cannot see. But the undeniable truth is that the newborn children are so happy, so joyful, so loving. They love everybody. See them, and you were one of them. And what happened? You have been transformed into this monotonous, purposeless, joyless, loveless, fighting humanity, person, man or woman. So how can you change this? How can you change this? Have you ever asked? Nothing satisfies. If you are really intelligent, if you question everything, each and everything, nothing satisfies. What's the purpose of being a great professor or great businessman, great, very rich man, the president of one country or prime minister of another country? Are they happy? They struggle. They don't show. When they come and talk in public, they talk with a lot of confidence. But inside, and when they are alone, they don't have they at the surface level say, yes, I have a lot of purpose in life. I want to change the lives of my countrymen. But inside, they know that everybody who has tried to change the fate of or the life of their countrymen, they have failed. They do try to do one thing, and something else pops up, spoils the whole thing. Look at, I don't know whether you guys know about this or not. There is a lot of turmoil because of the tariff system that United States has brought up, has levied on the other countries. Everybody is thinking that whole economic system will collapse. People will have not, they don't have money to survive, especially the poor countries, small poor countries, like for example Sri Lanka or Vietnam, small countries. They have been just making money by sending or creating or by manufacturing things that America, United States needs, and then they get money. They have been getting money, and they cannot afford big, very costly things that United States is ready to sell them. So they put a lot of tariff. Tariff means that they have to the price of those goods, like iPhone. That's for example, or the very costly computers and so on. They are unable to. They cannot afford. But India, a lot of people are having iPhones, but they will have trouble very soon because there is a lot of tariff of the goods from India to United States. So probably India has to retaliate. But for now, they are not doing it. Anyway, that's a different story. But I want to focus on the purpose of life. the young kids, and the normal family people. Folks, in all these incidents that I've been telling you, one thing that is missing, one thing all these Gen Z kids, intelligent kids, middle-aged people, they all get frustrated. They all lose faith in their life. They fight because of one reason, because they think that they can receive joy, love from others. They've forgotten that they are the source of joy and love, unconditional love. Nobody is telling them, look at what you were when you were a small kid. What happened? The society has just put lots of ideas on you. Then they defined what is life, and they made life miserable. But they have, in the whole process, they have forgotten to tell them that you are the source. Every human being is a source of extreme joy and love. Forgetting this, you get into relationship with a girl, expecting that the girl or a boy will love you. See what happened. Instead of you loving them, you are the source of unconditional love. Instead of loving them, you expect them to love you. Instead of giving them joy, you expect others to give you joy. Instead of, when you work in a career, when you're in a job, you give joy. You do whatever you do, but you have joy. Do every work with joy. Look at the small kids. They are how curious they are in assembling their blocks and so on. They fail, but they try it again, and they feel joyful in trying, in doing their job. So, in everything, whatever you do, you have the joy. You have the unconditional love. You have the love. If you expect love from others, you will be disappointed, because the society has grown very complex. Husband and wife, let's say you are a Gen Z kid. Your parents are fighting with each other because they don't really enjoy their job. They do their job in order to make money. The joy is gone. The joy maybe was there when they were small kids. There is no joy anymore. They feel joyful when they buy clothes, luxurious cars. They take a trip to Europe, Australia, Southeast Asia, United States. And when they come back, they feel tired. They go on the same way. What happened to the joy is gone. It's a memory. That is not the real joy. Joy is in you. This is what everybody has forgotten. Everybody in the whole world has forgotten. To discover that, you don't have to do meditation. You don't have to have religious faith. Just watch the small kids. And you were one of them. And how to bring that joy and love back in your life. As I said in the previous video, that remember the mind and your five senses and the motor organs like movements and so on, what they call sensory motor organs. They are mere instruments. You don't have to believe me. Just instead of this eye, you have put a microscope there. Imagine that when you're born with the microscope eye. Your world will be different. So it is an instrument using which you are seeing. Based on the instrument you see, what you see is different. With that microscope, electron microscope for example, if you look at your body, which you think it's you, your body will be no longer the body of a normal, with a normal eye. It will be different, all atoms and electrons and so on. So your sensory motor organs are just instruments. Your mind is an instrument. Suppose instead of this mind, you suddenly take that brain, just for the sake of argument, and put somebody else's mind there, or an animal's mind. Your behavior will be very different. You will be calling yourself somebody else. So basically, it is an instrument which you use to live this world. But you have to have this body and the mind in order to live in this world. You cannot, there is no other way. If you lose, you will be dying. So it is there. You cannot get rid of them till you die. But you can rewrite the contents of your mind. How? By your unconditional love. You can rewrite what is the purpose of life. The world has told you one version of purpose of life. You can rewrite it. You can rewrite if you realize that you are the source of joy and love. You can rewrite the purpose of life is to be joyful and loving each and everything in the world. Then you will not be disappointed when your grandmother or grandfather die. You will not be disappointed when your children no longer cares about you. You are not. You will not be bothered. Why should I work? Because you need to work because you have to have food to eat. But enjoy the work. When don't just do the work in order to make food and luxury clothes. Enjoy the work. Look at the way that you did when you were a small kid. Whatever you did, you enjoyed it. You were riding a small bicycle. How happy you were. You learned and you were riding the bicycle. You're so happy, joyful. Same way, you work, enjoying the work. And you need to work not to become rich, not to buy a luxury cars, but you have to make both ends meet. You just need money to live. Whatever the life that you want to live. but don't make a very luxurious life. Then you'll be completely engrossed in that. You'll be forgetting what is joy, what is love. So you have to understand the very, very joy and the love are inside you, in you. If you understand this, you will no longer be disappointed. You will no longer ask the question, what is the purpose of life? Because you will be joyful. You'll love everything. And then when you die, you'll no longer ask what will happen when I die, because you have lived a full life, joyful life, loving life. Folks, that's what I want to talk to you. Some of the conditions that I have been talking in this video, like loving your grandmother, the grandmother and grandfather gone away, or your parents were struggling to meet both ends, or they have enough money to take it to foreign trip, but they are not loving. They don't have time to talk to even each other. And one more thing I want to stress: in the United States and also most of the Western countries, and I think this is happening in India too, love means sex. That's what they think. Let's make love means let's have sex. No, friends. Sex is a temporary. Oh, you've gone back to all these religious people. No, just watch, enjoy, have sex, and then after the moment is gone, finished. Then you struggle. And then after some time, you don't have a power to have your sex with your friend or your wife or your husband. No more sex, because your body doesn't have enough strength after some time. Middle age. You have bigger burden. You have to bring up your kids. Oh, I will not have any kids. Okay, but still, do you think that your wife or husband will agree to it? Even if she agrees to it, all the in-laws and relatives will agree to it? No. They will make sure that they are like them. You are like them. And you cannot get away so easy. So sex is not love. If you try to enjoy sex, thinking that is the love, gives you joy, it's temporary. And I didn't really bring up any God or any such thing, anybody, any such thing. You experience it. You see how your parents have been living, others are living, your friends have been living. Are they happy? Are they joyful? Why not? I'm not asking you to realize God. I'm simply saying, just pointing out some simple truth to give you the purpose of life. Actually, if you ask what is the purpose of life, there is something wrong. Because If you love, if you love your family, your kids, and if you are joyful in your work, in doing your work, you will not ask the question, what is the purpose of life? You live joyfully, loving, without asking, what is the purpose of life? That is the way to live. And that is what I want to communicate in this video. If you have any questions, or if you have some situations which I have not covered in this video, send a comment and I will respond to how to manage that situation. Talk to you soon, folks. Till then, have fun, be joyful, be loving. That is the only way to live happily, joyfully, the full of love to everybody, unconditional. Talk to you soon, folks.